Alright, hi there YouTube, it's me, Morphsuit America, and in this video, I'm going to do a video talking about how to do new type grinding or how I go about it and why I do certain things. You don't have to follow it by the book, but this is just a suggestion, and some of the stuff that I'm going to showcase isn't there in the closed beta just yet. This is something to kind of consider and look back to when you actually got the full release of the game. I have a bunch of videos up in the right hand corner in the description. I'm going to get right into it. Now what I'm upgrading is this gun slash. Now this gun slash isn't that grand. The only reason why I'm upgrading this one in particular is because it can get an SAF, a special ability factor, or special augment factor if you're playing on the Western version, that I want to have and keep. Now, it's debatable, and if you're wondering what it is, if you talk to Zeg, I'm trying to get the 14-star variant, which I can get, and then where are you? I think this is it. Yeah, the 14-star variant, and I'm trying to get Vampiric Strike, the S4 ability. But I'm also using it to experiment with some other things that I was thinking about. So, obviously, when it comes to new type grinding, it's very, very useful. Better than old type grinding. You guys don't even have old type grinding over there, even though it's technically supposed to be episode 1 through 3. But pretty much when it comes to new type grinding, you want to think about how to go about it. And since this is a 13-star, I'm not going to use as much, or I'll use whatever I want to use. There are some items that you may want to bring along with you. For example, I'm going to bring along the new type grind success or great grind success 20th and 30%. I think I have a lot of these. Or even the 50%. Hell, I'll use the 50% because I'm not using them as much. Now, when it comes to this grinding, here's the thing. You want to make sure that you use a 12-star Nox weapon as the base material. If you want to do whatever, use a 10, 11, go ahead, but here's the reason to why I say a 12-star weapon compared to like anything else. When you check in the recycle shop, obviously your main way of getting X cubes is by trading in a bunch of 10-star, 11-star weapons. Same can be said with the photon spheres. You can trade in a 10-star weapon for that. Depending on what you're trying to prioritize on, then you can use either one of those two. However, if you decide to use 10-star, 11-star weapon fodder as your base material, then obviously you won't be able to trade it in for that. When it comes to the 12-star weapons, you can barely get anything out of it. Like, the only thing you could get out of it is like a Lambda grinder, but you'll get those like candy once the game is fully released, and also you can get a bunch of them through Zeg, especially if you got multiple client or I mean, if you got multiple characters. So, with that being said, another thing you want to consider when it comes to getting items, you want to make sure you get Emperor Embrace. That's a certain ability. You guys over in the Western Closed Beta do not have it yet, but it will be a thing when the game is fully released. You want a bunch of these. You can get these by killing the fat, rappy guy with the crown. Emperor Rappy, pretty much. Or any variant of that Rappy. He drops this ability. This ability can give you a boost to your new type grinding. It gives 90 experience to it. So, once again, there's various methods on how you can grind your new type weapon. You could technically choose the weapon itself and just like shove a bunch of stuff onto it. However, this method will consume your Lambda grinders. Do you really want to consume your Lambda grinders when you could just use an alternative method to save them? Your call. The other method is to indirectly feed it by having something that's already upgraded. For example, let's say that I have that gun slash that I want to upgrade. Instead of choosing the abilities or the weapons that have Emperor Embrace, what I could do is choose something that's already upgraded. For example, let me chase this plus 19 Nox weapon. Now, you want to pay attention to the grind value over here. It says 5 to 10, and you can see that it almost filled up to 10. You want to make sure you don't have an overflow of experience, because if you already hit the max at that 10, then you will waste some experience because there will be a stopping curve once you get to 10, 20, and 30. So make sure you go about this in a smart way. So I'm gonna use this Nox. I don't really care. I have a bunch of Noxes I can use. And if you want to, you can choose a second one. And if I have this thing, I can change it to a light element. Once again, I'm only doing this so I can have that special SAF. So I don't really care about the element. So boom, I unlocked it, and this process isn't that bad in terms of money either. You get to see that I have 8 million up here. It's going to decrease over time, but it's not going to be that bad. Okay, so, no wait, wrong weapon I'm trying to upgrade this thing. So I'm gonna do that, hit yes, you can see it took a good 100,000 right there, and then continue on doing this method. Do I want a 20? Now the 20 didn't get me to the next grind level that I'm aiming for, which is 20. So what I could do is see if I already got a Nox weapon at plus 30, see if it can push me there. If not, then I could do another method, which is to use the boost item. Once again, you may want to do this when there's a boost week going on. But I'm just doing it now because I want to experiment something. Did I overflow with that? I got a feeling that I might have. Yeah, it looks like I did. A tiny bit I did, oh well. So now I can get to, what was it, plus 30. However, I don't have another Nox weapon at plus 30 already. I do. I have a bunch of Emperor Embrace. It's not just this character or like one of my storages. Multiple characters that I own have a bunch of Emperor Embrace. Alright, so next thing is to... Actually, better question is, can this... Yeah, this can grab... Man, I can't speak. This thing can get a max grind value of 35 without having any copies added to it. So what I'm gonna do is do this. It goes to 27. Let me use the plus 50. I am using the right thing, right? Make sure you double check, just to make sure you don't use something important. Oh, it would suck if you didn't lock like a weapon and then you decide to use something that's extremely valuable to you, like a already plus 35 weapon that already has a bunch of affixes on it. That would suck. Now, I could technically use this plus 20 Nox weapon, however, let me swap this up. Now, when the game is fully released, all of the collection files, or most of the collection files, will have plus 35 13 weapons. If you have a bunch of these plus 35 13 weapons, they can be used as fodder as well. Which is why if you decide to grind and enhance your weapons now into closed beta, let's say you already got something to plus 35, good on ya, but know that it's going to be replaced in due time. However, because you plus 35 it already, you can easily use it as grind fodder for your next huge weapon. Question is, do I have anything of that high value? I should have something of that high value. But I don't know where I placed it, because they're all over the goddamn place. Did I put it over here? I think I did. So there are a couple that I can use. Well, some of them are plus 30, some of them are plus 35. It doesn't matter as long as I can use something. Question is, what do I want to use? What do you have to offer? That's not too bad. I'll keep that around. What to use? Some of these weapons are actually pretty handy for some of my new characters. What to use? Do I want to? No, fist weapons is a no-no. So I'm gonna use these 30 plus 30 13 stars. Now what I want to do is try to get this to plus 35. Actually no, I still have a stop curve, I forgot. Since it's at plus 25, let me actually use the norm method. I don't really care about these Lambda grinders, I have so many of them. And I have so many Emperor Embrace. I'll save a 50, let's just make it natural. And then let me get more Emperor Embrace. Oh, no, shut up. Why is this in my premium storage? Take this out. Oh wait, did I say add abilities? Wrong button. Now you might be wondering, wait, why are you doing this in a particular morph? You can get 50 stars, right? So why are you upgrading this 13 star into a 14 star? Well, the reason why I'm doing it is because there's something I want to experiment with, which someone did mention in the past, which is the sheer fact that when it comes to SAFs, you can abuse them in a lot of ways. But I want to see if it has some sort of backlash to it before I even mention that in my future video talking about how to use this for fixing when it comes to SAFs or like S-class abilities and something. So yeah. Let me get it to plus 30. Now I can get this to potential level 3. And now I can easily try to get to plus 35 without any sort of issue. I just needed one of these fuckers. So yeah. This is why you want to do your collection files and get these 13 stars plus 30. Then again, this is a 13 stars. 15 stars would be a different story because they have a higher grind value that is needed. But for now, this will do. I don't even need to use a boost item. So now I got that, and now I got the 14 star. What I'm gonna do though is get this into the gun slash variant as the 14 star. If I remember where it's located at, which should be right about this. No, a little bit higher. I'm getting warmer. This thing right here. So I'm gonna make it into the 14 star it is. That's almost for free, they gave it out. Bada bing, bada boom, I got the 14 star. And that's how I go about doing new type grinding. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. I'm gonna experiment now because this is something I was trying to do. Or this is something I want to actually figure out before maintenance kicks in for this week. Thank you guys for watching. If you need any help or, got a question, let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.